Assalamu alaikum. Today is our first lecture after midterm, and overall it is our 15th lecture. So today's lecture is about magnetism. In previous lecture before midterm, I give you an overview of what is electromagnetism and a little bit history about that. And today we will start magnetism, type of magnets, and type of magnetic materials. These topics we will cover in today's lecture. So let's start. So first of all, what is magnet? So magnet is a material or object that produces magnetic field. First of all, in the previous chapters we study about electricity or electric current, and then electric field lines. So magnetic is topic is also a bit related with that, and it will be similar as electric field and magnetic fields, electric field lines, magnetic field lines. So they are a bit similar. So what is a single magnet? A magnet is a material or object that produces a magnetic field, same as an electronic component or electronic equipment produce a electronic field. So same like that, magnetic is, you can also say, an object or component, like electronic object or component, they produce electric field. So magnet produce magnetic fields. This magnetic field is invisible, same as electric fields, but is responsible for the most notable property of a magnet, a force that pulls on another ferromagnetic materials such as iron and attract or repels other magnets. Okay, in case of visibility, magnetic fields are also invisible. They can't be seen like an electric field. But electric field, if they are very strong, then only we can feel it. Even we can measure it, even if the electric fields are low, but we can only feel them if electric fields are very high. But in case of magnetic fields are invisible, but they can be notable, and they can show their presence by attracting or repelling other magnets or other materials such as ferromagnetic. So what are ferromagnetic? Materials that can be magnetized, that are not magnets by their natural properties, but they can be magnetized by some process, which are also the ones that are strongly attract to the magnet. So ferromagnets are those materials which can be converted into magnets, and they are most probably strongly attract towards the magnets. So that's why they are called ferromagnets. These includes the elements like iron, nickel, cobalt, and other alloys. Some alloys of rare earth metals, and some naturally occurring materials such as lodestones. So how magnet works? So let's think it about like this. Each atom has a nucleus. In electric field, when electric field was formed, whenever energy was transferred from one atom to another, that transfer of energy forms electric field, and that is also called the flow of electric current. So same in the case of magnetic. Inside an atom there is a nucleus which has protons and neutrons which are circling around the nucleus, and there this circling along this movement, this creates the magnetic field. So that's why it's written each atom has a nucleus composed of protons and neutrons. Circling the nucleus are electrons which generally orbits in pair. This movement creates a tiny magnetic field. When multiple pairs of electrons moves around the nucleus in opposite directions, their magnetic field cancel one another. When an atom such as iron has an odd number of electrons, those unpaired electrons creates a magnetic field, turning the entire atom into a tiny magnet. So how magnet work? Magnet works actually on the working of electrons that are circling around the nucleus. So that is how the magnet actually works. When a majority of the atoms in an object are tiny magnets, it produces overall magnetic field, same like electric field, with a north and south pole. So what is the history of magnet? Record shows that references of magnetic properties are as early as 600 BC. So Greek used these words magnet to describe a stone that attract iron and other ferrous species of itself to itself. So it is as old as 600 BC, and it was used for the word magnet was used by the Greeks to a stone that attracts iron or other ferrous species to itself. Additional origins of the word are credited to the shepherd named Magnus. There was a person named Magnus who discovered the stone that attract the iron or other ferrous materials. So this stone was named after that person who was Magnus, and the stone was called magnet. What was the first magnetic device? So compass used by mariners were among early important magnet devices. So magnet was first early used by the people to find their ways or to find their during their journey. It was discovered that a magnet, when allow free movement, always pointed in the north and south direction. Previously, mariners have struggles to navigate when skies were clouded, blocking the guidance from the sun and star. So before magnet, sun and stars they use for guidance, but after magnet, even the weather is cloudy and no stars, so they can use the compass for their maps, because a free magnet always direction towards north and south. So let's move towards the applications of magnet. So magnets have many applications in everyday life, from magnetic clips and push pins, common examples used in our kitchens, classrooms, or offices, to heavy duty. Actually, magnets nowadays is used in all electrical, electronics, households, appliances, everywhere. I think it is hardly to say that there are any devices which we are using nowadays and they are not having magnet. Almost each and every device have magnet. For example, in motors, in our sound systems, in our doorbells, in our automobiles, in our kitchen appliances, everywhere magnet is used for different purposes. So you have to study about the applications of magnets in different devices, and such type of questions can also come in exam. So let's talk about types of magnet materials. I think the types of magnet materials we will do in the second part of the video.